superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You moving just like a degenerate. What is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. Asha, can you hear me? Hey, ladies. Okay. All right. I accidentally reschedule y'all for Athena's time. I didn't even check my schedule before I rescheduled y'all. Habitual. But don't tell no lie about me. And I won't tell truth about you. Yeah, that was my fault. But I'll make it up next week. So I wrote down y'all's questions. All right. Is Anna in here? And I might do a show a day. What's a lame? Always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power, fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like a poker face? Have you ever paid $500 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I feel that bone, but I came out straight. I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns, then hop online. All right, Asha, well, I'll go over your questions first. I bark your son. The very first time I shoved me a drink, the homie that told me that aim it this way. All right, so Asha's questions. What is the divine purpose of her connection with Anova? Question number 2, what role does Sasha's appearance play in highlighting or affirming our connection? Question 3, what are our spiritual gifts? Are our spiritual gifts interconnected or complementary? Anova's questions. How do our shared spiritual gifts serve in our individual/collective growth? Question 2. What guidance can help us navigate our connection while maintaining personal alignment? Question 3. Is Sasha a messenger or energetic link between us? So this is going to be a past life reading. It's going to be insights into a visit that Anova had from Asha's deceased dog/dogder. So it's her daughter. So basically we're going to get insights into that relationship. So typically a past life reading, which we've already done a past life reading, obviously, you know, there's multiple past lives, but with this reading, we're kind of focusing on Sasha, her energy stepping forward and seeing like in a past life, like, does this have some type of connection? Like, what's the purpose? Like, in the past life, what was the purpose of the connection she had with Annabelle? Like, they might not have had the same names or whatever, but we're going to get insights into that. I don't see Annabelle. Is she here? Come with the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back up. Hold on. Like the last one, it's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one. Fast one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, Top Dog, who the fuck they think they playing with?
Georgia, my middle name. As soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprise you when that future request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringe for you. You ain't even got a need deep, I guess.
All right, Anna's here, Athena's here. My apologies, Athena, for rescheduling their reading on your date, but I will get with you after this reading and figure out what'll be the best time. All right. My AirPods are acting up. I'm trying to find my earphones. Oh, okay. Let us know when you find them. I'm gonna try not to take too long on this reading. Asha, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with yours. I want Annabelle to be able to hear it too. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I don't want to take too long. All right. So let me pray over the cards. We're going to be tapping in and connecting with the past life version of these two ladies. Although I'm not going to be going into individually, oh, this is their past life. You know, I really want to give them insights into Sasha's involvement, why she came to Innova, and like what that means. All right, so tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast. I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one nigga. All right. What is the divine purpose of Asha's connection with Annabelle? So we'll pull Tara, Page of Swords. Question number 2, what does Sasha's appearance play in highlighting or affirming their connection? Whoa. All right, you got 2. All right, so third question, are our spiritual gifts interconnected or complementary? Whoa. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the cards for Innova too, but I'm gonna sit them to the back. All right, for Innova, her questions are: how do their shared spiritual gifts serve their individual/collective growth? Girl, I don't give a damn about Taylor Swift. Oh, shut up. Let me slow this down. All right, Anniva's question number 1. How do their shared spiritual gifts serve our individual/collective growth? Whoa. Okay. Then you got, what guidance can help us navigate our connection while maintaining personal alignment? Whoa. These cards is flying out. What guidance can help us navigate our connection while maintaining personal alignment? Okay. Is Sasha a messenger, a guide, or energetic link between us? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put these cards back here. All right, so we're gonna get started. Asha. All right, so this version of past life where, let's see, I'm gonna assume when you guys met. I do feel like this relationship was a friendship relationship. Let's see the nature of the relationship in this past life for Asha and Annabelle, but from Asha's version. I'm just going to let the reading flow however it flows. So, what is the direction? What was the nature of their relationship during this Page of Swords era? Closure. See a woman alone, meeting a friend, and you meet someone and find a friend. Strength. Yeah, I'm seeing a woman spending a lot of time in nature with different animals. A lot of cats are coming up for you, Asha. Lots of cats, but lots of animals in general. Travel. Yeah, this is a woman by herself a lot. I think in this past life, I do see that you were pregnant. Psychic ability. So you were psychic in this past. So this makes sense because okay, I'm seeing a connection for you with the moon. You got the moon here. You got the moon here. Well, this is like the sun for these two parts, and then you got the moon. Let me move this so you can see. Okay, so I do see the psychic abilities coming up for you, Asha. So the question was, what is the divine purpose of her connection with Annabelle? So it says, new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless and mental energy. So what I'm seeing is that you guys connect mentally, even emotionally. Even though you guys are very different, I just feel like you guys were on an individual path and you met each other through the light. The light guided you to each other. Okay. And it actually makes sense even within this lifetime. That makes sense. Also, I'm seeing you as a person who follows like the moon and the sun and the stars for like navigation. So I feel like this is like back maybe the 1800s because there's a lantern on this boat. This woman is like going somewhere, but she's by herself. She's by herself. Like she's just by herself. So this is the air and earth energy. What is the divine purpose of your connection? Okay. So I do think that Annava's energy does make you stronger and your energy makes her stronger. I think mentally she helps you and emotionally you help her. Okay. So for you to her, I'm seeing mentally. Okay. For her to you, I'm seeing emotional. Did I say that backwards? Let me see. Yeah, that's how I was trying to say it. So for you, you help her mentally. She helps you emotionally. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Let me write that down. Hmm. Not Sat. The song Saturn is playing with the blue butterfly. Okay, got it. Okay, so I want y'all to. I spelled this one. Okay, so Annava helps Asha mentally. So Annava's very mentally strong. Okay, sometimes to a fault. Like I feel like within this past life, Annava is very self-critical. Okay, I don't think that there's enough emotional intelligence. Okay, Asha's very emotionally intelligent, but sometimes mentally she struggles. Like I'm seeing, so within this past life, struggling to follow through with your ideas. So with Annabelle, when she comes through with her strong mental energy, that does help you. Okay. So the divine purpose of you guys being connected is to bring ideas to life. Okay. To push each other. Listen, the song got to break this pattern. So you guys are breaking patterns together. The patterns of isolation, loneliness. Okay, this is what I'm hearing because Asha, you're showing up by yourself, but I'm seeing pet companions, but I'm not seeing like a male companion. So, with that being said, when you guys are manifesting, remember, Anava helps you mentally. Asha, you help her emotionally. So, Anava, if it's certain things where you see Asha as lacking when it comes to, following through on her ideas, help her out because you can. That's why you guys were brought into each other's life. You guys both have a gift. I'm saying like of navigation. In this sense, it's like travel, but think about what that meant. That's more of like intuition. Think back in the day when they used to like use like the planets or the stars or whatever to like get to where they're going. That gives me intuition, strong intuition and connection to a higher power. So remember that. So if Asha's trying to manifest love and Annabelle, you're married, mentally, it's certain things that you can help her grasp or understand. You can explain to her in a certain way. And whatever she needs help with, you have that because you have such a sweet, nurturing energy. Like you can help in that kind of aspect, okay? So the divine purpose of you guys' connection. I'm gonna pull from the mysteries of the universe. Of course, my links to my decks are down below. What is the divine purpose of her connection with Annabelle? Fire sign, action, completion, explosion, passion, pushing boundaries, larger than life personality, opportunist. What does this say? Strong instincts, hidden emotions. Hidden emotions? Okay. Hidden emotions. Hidden emotions. So I do think that when it comes to like the healing journey, I think you guys do need to like talk more about your experiences. Maybe some of the things that are in your docs, or maybe, exchange docs with each other, like share links with each other so you guys can like really like understand each other's story because I think you guys have a lot more in common than you realize. If you just think about your inner child, that's why I see this energy coming through as solo. That's that inner child energy coming through, okay? So at some point of this solo journey, you guys end up meeting each other because I'm seeing like just isolation by myself, walking away from something. I don't know if you were in a relationship, Asha, but I do see you pregnant. But then it's like you're walking away from something because of your intuition, because of your strength. And then it's like, then that's when you meet Anba. Okay. So let's move on. What role does Sasha's appearance play in highlighting or affirming our connection? So that's this card. You have the Empress reversed. This is the Earth element sign card. Says creative block, selfish, impatient, dependent on others. Inaction, lack of concentration, indecisive, overwhelmed, anxiety, infidelity. So, what role does Sasha's appearance play in highlighting or affirming our connection? So, Sasha was concerned with you, Asha, being like blocked. Okay, the third eye was blocked. That's what she's saying. The third eye was blocked, and even though Sasha was not a cat, this is like animal energy, so pet energy. So you see how that's coming through this card. So she could have been in a past life. She could have been a cat. She wasn't a dog. She could have been a cat. Okay. More specifically, I'm seeing like a tiger cub. Is this a lion cub or a tiger cub? One of those. Okay. Definitely one of these type of animals. Like a fierce, like feline energy. So think about what that represents um like spiritually. Cats represent independence, right? So they say when a cat comes into your life, it's because they chose you. So Sasha, at that point, she chose you, your energy, your empress, your mothering energy, like that nurturing spirit that you have, it just naturally comes. That's why she chose you. So the role that Sasha's appearance played, she was coming to Anova because she knew that you needed help emotionally. Because remember, Anova helps Asha mentally, Asha helps Anova emotionally. So, well, it will be the other way around. Anova helps Asha mentally. So, Sasha came because it makes sense mentally. That's creative block, okay? Mentally, psychic abilities. Mentally, third eye. That's in the head area. So, mental blocks, okay? So, Anova, that's where you step in. When you see Asha having mental blocks, creative blocks, being impatient with herself, being overly critical of herself, depending on others too much, whether it's for an opinion, whether it's for, do you think I should do this? Do you think no, just Asha, do you. Don't get into a place where you're having creative blocks. You have to figure out what gets you out of that creative block. And I think that it's something that you guys can do together to like get each other out of this creative block. But I can actually get more. Look, you're seeing the situation accurately. Let me get some more insights on that. Sasha, what do you have to say about the creative blocks that Asha was experiencing when you came to Anova? Spirit is listening. We are present. Ask the right questions, avoiding big issues to address small ones. Spirit's trying to come out. Three ancestors present. We miss you on the other side. So there are multiple spirits trying to step forward, even though we're not even doing ancestral reading. So let's see. Sasha, what mental blocks was Asha dealing with for you to have to come to Anova? I think everything's meaningful and purposeful. Like everything is like a ripple effect. Like if that wouldn't have happened, like maybe this reading wouldn't happen. Maybe you wouldn't have certain insights that you're supposed to have and certain understandings of one another. Okay. So now that you guys know this, make sure y'all write this down. Anova helps Asha mentally. Asha helps Anova emotionally. Okay. So, Sasha, what was Asha experiencing for you to show up through someone else? Whoa, this card flew on the floor under my foot. Okay, so you guys are twin flames. You guys are twin flames. This card tried to come out earlier. You guys are twin flames. So you guys will always be a part of each other's life. Never have to worry about like this person crossing you, vice versa. Okay. Twin flame will never leave you. So this is a person that loves you unconditionally. Okay. Twin flame is somebody that you were destined to meet. Okay. You know how they say soulmates can be like friends, families, pets, all of that, and twin flame is only romantic. I feel like twin flames don't have to only be romantic. Like you can have a twin flame, but also like that twin flame can be like a best friend or like somebody that's just near and dear to you. So that's what's coming up for. We see what role Sasha's appearance plays in highlighting or affirming our connection. So that was the message. The creative blocks, becoming impatient with herself. So Annabelle, when you see her get in that mental headspace, that's when you have to step in. Okay. As a light worker. That's because think about it. Remember, I said this light is like guiding you guys on your path. So imagine every time Asha gets into this creative block, this light is just covered up. Now she's in a dark place. The only way she could find her way is if you show up with your light. You guys have to be responsible for each other in that way. And if you see Asha being mentally like negative, or if you see her like going into like a low place, I'm hearing that that's a mirror for you, vice versa. So, Annava, when you're emotionally going through it, Asha, that could be a mirror for you. So pay attention because you guys have that kind of relationship. Twin flames mirror each other. So you guys have that kind of relationship to where what you're seeing in the other person is actually a reflection of something within you. Okay? So if Asha's doing good, she's loving herself, she's confident, there's no creative block, she's on her shit, she's doing her shit. Same thing for you, Annabelle. But if one of you guys falls off track, the other person kind of falls off track. Um, it's like an invisible string. You know, they said the invisible string theory. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Lots of circles here. Look at this circle, which kind of gives me light. You know how when you see the reflection of light, it like makes a circle. That's what I'm seeing here. So the light is so important for you guys. So that is why Sasha showed up. All right, question number 3. Are our spiritual gifts interconnected or complementary? Let's see. Are their spiritual gifts interconnected, Spirit? Clairaudience. Yeah, you guys are both clairaudient. And also I'm seeing you guys could get into like they call them nature witches, or like they have like earth-based religions like Wicca. I'm seeing you guys actually practice certain earth-based practices, like you're collecting herbs, you're making your own sage bundles, or you're making your own bundles out of like maybe evergreen that you might find, natural resources. I'm seeing you guys get back to the earth element. Okay, you guys have to support each other in doing this. Both of you guys need to be in nature, grounding yourself, collecting things. Okay, dirt, roots, herbs. Okay? Does that make sense? Because I've told both of you guys the earth element that's come up for both of y'all. Okay? Don't be so focused on money or the lack of money that you're not getting out in nature and doing what you need to do spiritually, because this is a part of what you need to be doing. It's a part of your spiritual practice. Nature is very important on this path, because where do herbs come from? They come from the earth. Where do crystals come from? They come from the earth. So we're using certain tools. We have to be able to connect with the spirits of the earth. Okay. So that's important. You have to be in nature. Okay. So you also have the Simon card, adoption, withdrawn, unforeseen and unexpected removals. So this is coming up. So this is I'm picking up Anubis energy here. Upheaval, healing is needed. Seeking help for emotional issues. So you know how I said Asha helps Anova emotionally? There's still some like things that Anova is dealing with from her childhood trauma. And it's funny because not funny, but like it's interesting because this is a past life and this is very similar to what happened in real life. The unforeseen and unexpected removals. You know what I'm talking about, right, Anova? With the thing with your aunt. Because that bothered you so much. Like I remember that bothered you so much, and I think that actually makes a lot of sense in conjunction to your last reading that I just did. This makes sense. This is an era in your life that you have to cry about. You have to release this. Okay, so Asha, when you see Annabelle withdrawn, when you see her overly emotional, that's when you step in. Okay, that's when you check on her. That's when you send her whatever she needs. That's when you show up for her. Because you guys are used to being alone. Even though you guys are not alone, you guys, from these past life experiences, I'm just seeing, I can speak for you, Annabelle, like it's just speaking through the cards. But being alone, you start to feel like everything's all on you and like you don't have anybody, but that's not true. Okay. So that's where you guys that's the role that you guys play, so you have to commit to one another in that way and say, okay, when I see you down, I'm going to lift you up. When you see me down, I'm going to lift you up, and just being more intentional about that, understanding like this is your actual role in her life. This is why you guys met, to keep each other on the right path, on the right track. Okay, because if you don't keep each other on track and just assume each other's okay, it's never going to go how it needs to go. You have to keep each other on your path. You guys could not venture off your path. You're going to get lost. You will get lost. Don't venture off your path. So you have to remind each other of that, okay? So, yes, the gifts that you have that are connected, it's the clairaudience, the gift of clear hearing. Tune into the spirit realm, hearing voices calling your name, hearing knocking. Will you answer your calling? You're psychic. Listen closely. Animals. Like what? Do I count? Do I fucking count? Yeah, but That don't even make sense, Asha. And this is why I say when you're used to being alone, you don't want to bother people. You don't want to inconvenience people. You cannot think like that. How can you welcome like love in if you don't even know how to ask for support? I'm telling you, being in a relationship is majority of asking for support. Like you want to go with a partner that balances your energy out. What you need, they have it to give. What they need, you have it to give in abundance. Okay. So if you don't even know how to ask for what you need, that's like that can explain a lot right there as far as like certain things not coming through because you have to open your heart to allow yourself to let other people in. Okay? Remember, Anava helps Asha mentally. Asha helps Anava emotionally. So this is why I specifically said it how I said it. Anava, when you see that in Asha, when you see or you feel intuitively that something's off with her, or you feel something's off with you and it's not your own energy, it's probably her energy. That's when you reach out. Anava, Asha, same thing. When you feel like Anava's going through it emotionally, like your emotions might be all over the place, check on her. Check on her. Because you see how when the other person's looking out for the other person, you're not worried about reaching out. Like it's not like Asha, you're reaching out to Anova when you're down, which you can do, you should do, but she's reaching out to you when she intuitively feels you're down. So you see how it's not like you don't even have to worry about, oh, I don't want to bother her. Oh, like no, she's going to reach out to you. Vice versa. That's the responsibility that you guys have to each other. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Anava's section. So her question is, how do our shared spiritual gifts serve our individual and collective growth? How do our shared spiritual gifts, so your shared spiritual gift would be clairaudience, clear hearing. So for you guys, y'all can actually hear when spirit is trying to communicate with you guys. So you will actually hear this with your own ears, knocking, hearing your name. Okay, that's spirit trying to communicate with you. That is both of you guys' gift. Also, the throat chakra is coming up as a collective gift. You guys both have a way with words. I want both of you guys to challenge yourself to create something, whether you're just using your voice, you can do content with just your voice or with you on camera, but you guys need to be speaking because you both have a message to share, okay? In this past life, you learned a lot. You made a lot of difficult decisions. You've went through a lot, you've overcome a lot. You have to share your story because with whatever you went through in this lifetime, when you got to think, when you're by yourself a lot, you ain't got nothing but time to think. So in this lifetime, you're not if you're not posting content or you're not getting your voice out there, that could be why you feeling low or why you feeling like, dang, like it got to be something more. Yes, something more that yourself, like your higher self or like another version of yourself is yearning for. Okay. So this card says difficulty. Well, I'm sorry, duality, togetherness, a settling of energy, union, love, and balance. This is the Two of Swords. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock. So again, this person's eyes are covered. Was this just not the same card, similar card that you just got, Annabelle? With the swords and the eyes covered? There's something that you don't want to see. Same thing in this past life. It was something that you didn't want to see. But if you look, she's by herself. She's alone. So the same thing is what I was picking up for Asha. Same energy. Okay. So the question was, how do your shared spiritual gifts serve your individual and collective growth? So how does this gift of clairaudience serve your individual growth? Let me see for Annabelle. Messages channeled via dreams. So the way that your gift comes through Annabelle is via dreams. So spirit is literally going to communicate verbally face to face with you through a dream. Now, have you had a dream like this where there's a spirit guide or somebody talking like directly to you as if it was just real, like you just thought it was real, and when you woke up, it wasn't real, because that's what's coming up. Okay, so this could be whoever the person was. This person could have something to do with this past life. Okay, this is why I say pay attention to everything and write everything down, because everything will connect when you put it all together. When you put the full picture together. How does this gift serve for your individual growth? Ignoring the call, like ain't this the same card? Ears, Canva. Shit. Like I hear messages from beyond this realm. So like somebody is actively trying to communicate with you. I think it's Sasha. It must be Sasha, since that's who, this is kind of centered around. It says, how do our shared spiritual gifts serve our individual and collective growth? You cannot ignore your calling. Goes hand in hand with the reading we just did. You cannot ignore your calling. You would not be happy in life. Life is going to feel very, very hard if you're ignoring your calling and not living, up to your full potential. All your full potential is you being better than another version of yourself. Your full potential is not being better than the next person. It's being better than a past version of yourself. That's when you know you're doing something. When you're better than you were before. So stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect, to look perfect, to be everything that people say is desirable or whatever the case may be. Just be you. Be you. That's when you're in your highest energy. When you're tuned in to the energies around you, when you're paying attention to the messages that are coming through, when you're asking for the signs and the messages that you need, and you're listening. Don't ask if you're not going to listen. This message is coming up again. Okay. All right. Question number 2. What guidance helps navigate our connection while maintaining personal alignment? What guidance can help us navigate our connection while maintaining personal alignment? So, Spirit, give them guidance to navigate their connection. So, similar to the question I asked about asked for Asha. Question number 2 for Asha, similar to this question. So, from the perspective of Anova. So, what guidance in regards to their connection do they need? What guidance? Gullah Geechee roots. Find something worth saving. Look, same part. All right, it was way more cards that came out, but I'm just going to read these. Okay. All right, so I'm still seeing for both of you guys. This card tried to come out multiple times, by the way. I'm still seeing you guys holding on to religious views, okay? That's where that self-love, like lack of self-love is coming in because of the upbringing individually, okay? Both of you guys' upbringings. So again, going back to the beliefs, especially you, Anova, like what you believe, remember, what you believe is what's going to show up because you're manifesting this. You're not realizing you're manifesting it, but when you're doing all this work on yourself, learning how to heal, learn how to release, and then you're learning how to call things in, you're 10 times stronger. So then when you're thinking negative thoughts, that shit is manifesting very, very fast, very quickly. Okay? Hey, Sid, how are you? Hey, Chosen One. I haven't been reading the comments. I'm just trying to like get all the messages out before I lose my train of thought. So the guidance that Spirit wants you guys to know, because this says what guidance can help you guys navigate your connection while maintaining personal alignment. So how can you guys coexist with each other while also not losing yourself, but also being still in sync with yourself individually. So what I'm saying for both of y'all says living two lives, denial, religion, vices, and purity. It's like even still to this day, wanting to do certain things. I'm picking this up for Asha. Like, well, I'll say both of y'all. Not wanting to do certain things because it might be considered bad, or it might be like something that, you were taught growing up, this is bad. You don't do this. Same thing with how you guys are viewing your beliefs. You got to be very careful, especially when you kind of still have like a Christian mentality. You get to doing good on your journey, and then you be like, God is not pleased. I'm going to hell. And it just be out of nowhere. Like, so you got to be very, very mindful of your mentality. Like, that shit is toxic. That way of thinking is so toxic, so abusive. And that's certain things about, religion, organized religion, that I just cannot get with. Like, looking back over my life and looking back over, like some of the best years of my life, me spending that like living like an internal hell because I'm scared and afraid God doesn't love me because this, or like I'll never be welcomed or accepted because of this. So that's kind of the same energy I'm getting here. You got to release that, okay? Understand, like, you're a fully functioning grown adult who can do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do it. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to tell you that you cannot do something or that you should do something. I mean, obviously, I'm here to tell you like what you should do, but I'm just saying, like, nobody's here and saying, "Oh, you got to do this." I'm not even doing that. Like, you have free will. Both of y'all have free will. So you have to take the blindfold off, put the swords down, open your heart, and just trust what comes up, because you got to think you're sitting in front of water. We know what water represents: psychic abilities, connection to spirit. Okay. So it also represents being in flow, staying in flow. Naturally, just doing you, and everything that you do is just perfect. It's just right on time. It's just in alignment. That's what you guys want to be. Y'all want to be in that frequency, okay? But you could not be in that frequency if you're not even aware of your surroundings. You're literally blindfolded with your heart covered. So if you think about this, the reading is about you and Annabelle. I mean, you and Asha. Both of you guys need to open your heart. Both of you guys have to open your heart to one another. Open your heart to those you love, and open your heart to the possibilities of what can be. Whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want, it wants you back. But you have to think the right thoughts. You cannot be thinking the same way you thought in this past life, where you're like, I can do it on my own. I got it. I'm just gonna sit out here and wait for the signs. I'm just gonna sit out here and, like, my heart is guarded. I don't see them walking up, but I know if they try to stab me, they can't get a stab in, because I'm protecting my heart. Like, it's just too much. You shouldn't be having to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? When you're on your path, you know you're divinely protected. You know that you're 10 steps ahead of your enemies. You know that no hurt, harm, or danger is going to come to you because you are divinely protected. So there's no reason to be blocking your heart. There's no reason to be blindfolded like this. This is that inner child energy, the trauma, like, that's making you feel like this. It's not the reality, and it's not real. This is something that happened in the past, and I feel like it happened in a past life as well. So that's why the energy feels so heavy, okay? So you have the Gullah Geechee roots. So, because remember, this is the guidance that can help you navigate your connection while also maintaining personal alignment. So you guys both are Gullah. So you have South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, West African, Central African descendants, Sea Island, disconnected. Okay, so this is the Gullah ancestry. Both of you guys have this connection. So this is like a similar ancestry, okay? So with that being said, like, it's going to be similar messages for you guys, which it makes sense because y'all do have similar like readings. Like, it'll be similar messages. So the collective guidance is connect deeper to your ancestry. Do more research. Be more intentional about the tools, the forms of divination, the history. You have to know your history. You have to know the past. You have to know, you know, what happened in order to know where you're headed. Okay. So you have to know the history of every single thing that concerns you. Okay. So start with the Gullah ancestry. Okay. Try to figure out like how you can incorporate this, whether it's, making a Gullah dish, or maybe, you might try to make like a basket, like a sweetgrass basket. That's native to the Gullah ancestry. They're the ones that make those baskets, okay? So it's like a sense of crafting, a sense of using your hands to make spiritual things, using your hands to make things that are like practical, but also like for spiritual use. So both of you guys need to be in this energy, crafting, making things, doing things with your hands. Because think about it, the Reiki, you guys are both Reiki masters. You're using your hands. You need to be doing that all across the board. It shouldn't be, I'm doing this for one thing, or I'm just doing this for Reiki. No, like this is your life. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what you got to do. Like this is like what you're supposed to be doing. I think my camera's blurry. Yes, it's been blurry the whole time. Okay, let me see. Okay, hold up. Let me read the comments. Um. Oh, I'm reading off of Phil. Hold on. Let me read the comments real quick. I love this song. This been in my head. On a long black road. What the? Hold up! I can't find my cards quick enough. All the tears I fight. Had to leave my home at an early age. Unforeseen and unexpected removals. Adoption withdrawn. Oh, okay. Because y'all thought I was one of them. And I never been one of them, okay? Going so hard, got to choose myself. Underpaid and overwhelmed. Okay. All right. So the collective guidance. Okay. The collective guidance that's also going to help support personal alignment. So what I'm picking up, so the ancestry, I talked to you guys about the Gullah ancestry, but you also have the amethyst here. It says crystal clear. You're seeing the situation accurately. So what this is telling me is that you both need to work with amethyst, okay? Also, you have to trust your psychic abilities. So you have the gift of clairaudience, but there's also the clair of inner knowing. I forgot the one. I think it's clairalience. I think that's what it is, clairalience. But basically trust your psychic abilities. Both of you guys are very psychic, okay? But the way that these gifts come through, it comes through in a way of just knowing. It just pops in your head. So whatever comes to your mind, it shouldn't be and you guys both do this and have done this in the past. So what you guys need to work on together is the second guessing. There's no more second guessing. You literally can't afford to keep feeling like, well, should I do this, or I don't know if I should this, or like I hope I don't sound crazy. Like just all of that shit, like throw that away. Throw that away. Okay? Like no. That no longer serves you. That is this mentality right here, okay? I got church in the morning. Like don't half ass what you're doing out of fear, or like or just the unknown. Like if you're gonna do it, do it. Do it like to the best of your ability. Like don't half step it, okay? So if you're gonna like really be on this path, be on this path. Like you have to be tapped into your gifts. You have to be living in your purpose. Because if not, it's just gonna be a lonely, lonely road. And we see that from the cards. Okay. We don't want that. Because what that looks like is isolation, restricting yourself, not allowing yourself to be loved, not allowing others to love you, not allowing other people to see your imperfections. Whether you guys realize it or not, your imperfections is what's going to make people love you more. So don't try to be perfect because nobody's perfect. That is crazy as hell to try to like act like you're perfect or like want to be perceived perfectly. Like nobody is perfect. Even the people that might seem like they got it together, you just have no idea. You never know what people are going through. So never compare yourself to anybody else except the past version of yourself because you want to be better. You never want to be in a mind frame of trying to one up somebody else. Only person you want to one up in is the person that's in the mirror. Okay. All right. Lastly, so I think that both of you guys had a miscarriage in your past life. Cause that, well, I don't know if Asha had a miscarriage. Did I say that? Excuse me. With the pregnancy card, Asha, what did I say? Because I said I was telling you because I had the pregnant card. I said I see you pregnant, and then I don't see you pregnant anymore. Then I see you with like animals. So that kind of gives me miscarriage. And then Anna's getting a child spirit is attached to you. Miscarriage, deceased child, I'm latching on to you. So, but I would say both of you guys have experienced this, okay? Even energetically, Asha, I'm gonna speak to you on this. I feel like energetically you could be carrying this from a past life, okay? So I do feel like this is Sasha, but this is also like a living child that you might have lost in a past life. And so I feel like in this life, you're kind of afraid to do certain things because you don't want to lose a child. And I don't think that you're thinking like that now, but this past version of yourself could be affecting you in this way and causing you to like think like this of like, because I'm telling you, when you make your mind up to do something or that you're going to do something or achieve something or get something, I promise you, it's nothing that can stop you. But if you start creating all these webs of lies in your head of like, oh, I need this, or I need to do this, or I have to do this, and you start creating all these long lists of all these things that you got to do, you're no longer manifesting. It's no longer fun. At that point, you're like begging, God, please, can I have a piece of a man, please? Instead of manifesting what you actually want and having that willpower and using that willpower, using that spiritual energy, using that connection to your spirit team, using that strength and that connection that you have with God. It's a different frequency. And I'm telling you, depending on the frequency that you're in when you're manifesting things, that's the energy that it's going to show up in your life. So if you're stressed out, you're trying to manifest love, your heart is not open, you're going to end up manifesting somebody, their heart is not open. They're not ready to love. Like, that's what you're going to manifest. So, try to be in the energy of what you're trying to manifest. Okay? So, let me read the comments because y'all was cutting up in the comments. Let me see. And what's that? Same card. Asha said, Judas dragging me by my hair. Sid said, I'm just listening in and I just love the don't ask if you're not going to listen. LOL. Perfect. Asha said, right, Sid. Chosen One's Evolution said, greetings to you all. Hey, Chosen One. Sis said, hi, everyone. I didn't want to interrupt while she was reading energy. Asha said, LMAO, whoa, you're right. Anva said, you're absolutely right. Evolution said, 100. I love this message. Aw, thank you, guys. Oh, then y'all start laughing. I don't know what I said. Probably something crazy. Um, Chosen One said, yeah, I feel like I need to hear this message too. With the laugh face. Not I'm reading y'all off for Phil. Anva said, this is so surreal. Sid said, when you're in sync with the divine, you're on a higher level than your enemies. They cannot touch you. That is facts. Asha said, we need to visit Charleston, sis. Definitely. So y'all, my girlfriend brought me this back when she went to Georgetown, South Carolina. She went to a Gullah museum and she brought this back. I forgot to show y'all, but this is like a doll. How pretty is this? And then she brought me this back too. A guy, he had a business where he made jewelry out of cotton, and he said he did this because it's like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he's like taking back his history. So whereas like we had to pick cotton, now he makes like cotton jewelry, and he basically wraps it. It's some other object in here. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like a root or something. But yeah, I've been using this and I just feel like the messages have just been flowing. Like So what stood out to me is like when I saw his business and the idea itself, I said, "Oh, that's somebody that's really connected to their ancestors." Because you don't think of stuff like that. Nobody thinks to do something like that. Like, I mean, he had all different types of necklaces and jewelry, like, and it looked good. And I was like, "Damn." But what stood out is just like that person. You know how you'll be like a person is anointed? That's how I felt. But he's like that with his ancestors. Like he is connected deeply. And it made me love what I do more because it's like, wow, like this person is like divinely connected to their purpose. Like doing something like that is so unique, so different. Somebody can't just come in and replicate that. You probably can replicate like making something like it, but the energy behind it is what's going to make it different. That's what you guys need to understand. When you're making things, is your energy that is creating the effect, okay? Like when I make spiritual baths, I'm putting my spiritual energy. Because if not, I'm just putting a whole bunch of ingredients. It's just a bath. But when you put your spiritual energy into something, that's what turns it into, oh, this is a healing bath. This is a uncrossing bath. This is a bath to help you find love. This is a bath to help you cleanse. So it's different types of energies that you're supposed to like infuse into what you're creating, what you're making. Okay. All right. Let me see. I should say, "Woo, this sounds familiar, Jew." Um, it should say it's past life, but it definitely resonates. Resonates indeed. Chosen Evolution said, "I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I definitely love this song." I definitely love that song too. This is the mashup with Maxwell. It hasn't started playing yet, but this definitely a bop. I love it. Um, Evolution said, "Don't play with the girl. She really her. Very much her." Asha said, "Oh, Annabelle, that's us. It is. I'm loving this. If you're gonna do it, do it." Yes, Sid. Thank you, Sid. Asha said, "I'm not doing another lonely 40 years." Yes, I'm glad you picking up what I'm putting down. Like it's the same, it's like the same life, but just a different time. It's like you just have to choose and decide. I'm doing this shit differently. I'm not about to be like this. I'm not because it's a choice. It really is. It's just like happiness is a choice. Like obviously things in life create unhappy moments or whatever, but that happiness is within. As long as you're breathing, you should just be happy, just and grateful, just because. That's where we have to be, especially when you're on this path, on this journey. You cannot afford to be just so reactive to like life things like money or circumstances. Like that is just so surface level. We have to literally stop doing that, and myself included, because I'm quick to stress. If I need some money, I'm quick to stress. But it's like it's literally like you don't have to do that. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. Chosen one said, "I second that, Asha. I feel the same way." No, you didn't say if I had a baby or not. Oh, wow, this is deep. My daddy's told me when I make up my mind to do something, I do it. He saw it with his own eyes. That's crazy because the dad card was on the bottom of the deck. I should have pulled it out. It was after I shuffled. Um, but that's interesting because that's exactly what I was hearing to say. She said, "This is beautiful." Chosen one said, "How much do you charge for readings and do you have any more available tonight or the energy to do it?" So I actually had another reading tonight, but I rescheduled it for next week. I'm not doing readings in December, but I do have openings for next week. So if you're going to book, the reading will be next week. Okay? Like, because how many more weeks we got in this month? So I would just say book before because I won't be back working until January. And then I have the prices of my readings. This is a specialty reading. This is a past life reading, so this is a different price. But I would recommend for people who want a reading to do the Who's Your Folks. That's like my introductory ancestor reading that I do. So if like anybody's interested in joining my mentorship, you would have to have an ancestral reading done with me first, so I could know what's going on within your energy, within your bloodline, and I can like give you that advice of like how to like proceed and but yeah, with my mentorship, we really work. Like we do group rituals, meditations, and we do like healing. Like we've been more relaxed like towards the end of the year, but we did a lot this year. We manifested a lot this year. Sis said those are beautiful. Chosen was said, "Oh, that is so sweet. That's beautiful. That's a turtle on it. Wow, that's so dope." And it was really thoughtful of her. That's wonderful. Knowing my purpose, that well would be a nice thing. Well, see it. This is the thing. Like that's why I do these readings. Like this is for just the average person, like just to have insights into like what's going on within your own energy, what's going on within your spirit team, like what's going on within your bloodline, what needs to be addressed, what just anything that comes up, like it's meaningful and purposeful. So that's why I do this. And I'm really, you can ask anybody, I'm very passionate about what I do and I really love what I do. And like it shows. Like I really be having a blast doing this. So yes, so if anybody's interested in booking, Asha, she posted my readings website. Annabelle said, "This is so crazy. Everything is resonating in our lives now." Yes, it's like mirroring. It's the same life, just a different time. Um, Chosen One said, "I understand that completely, baby. We gotta take our breaks." Asha said, "Right, Annabelle." Okay, thank you. I'm going to look into it. Asha said, "Choose the truth. You will not leave feeling bad. You will feel uplifted, even if your ancestors drag you from feeling." I'm so glad that you feel that way because, yeah, it's not fun when your ancestors have to get on your ass. But I try to always do it in a way that's going to bring hope and like clarity. Like, I never want somebody, like, I remember my friend got a reading from somebody and I was like listening in on the reading. And like the way he drug her, like, I literally felt like I got my ass whooped. Like, I wanted to sit in the corner, like, I got my ass whooped, like, for real, with an extension cord. Because, like, it was just so bad. It was just too brash. And for me, like, I told myself I would never do that. Like, even if spirit is telling somebody something, I'm still gonna tell you how I tell you and how they're telling you, but I'm still gonna like give you practical advice, like, okay, do this, do this, do this. Because a lot of readers out here will tell you something just to get you to come back, be dependent, codependent. Like, they'll even tell you, oh yeah, you got this curse on you. I see this curse, and like just so you can come back to them and get buy something. Like, no, I'm not with that. Like, I feel like when you have to do all of that, and you then you fucking with spirit, and then at that point, when you're fucking with the ancestors, and you're like, it's basically you're trying to play your ancestors at that point. Because how are you calling on your ancestors to help you do something, but then like you're not even doing what you're supposed to do, and like having any type of ethics about yourself. So that is just something like I pride myself on. Um, Random question: bloodline. What if you are adopted? Does that affect your bloodline influence? It affects the influence, but it doesn't affect like your ability to connect with them. Like, I've done readings for people who are adopted. I've done like multiple readings for people who are adopted. Like, you can still connect with a spirit guide. It might be like a family friend. It could be like a friend of yours who passed away. Like, it doesn't have to be blood if that's what you're asking. But like, if you allow your ancestors to step forward, trust me, they will. What I do in my readings, I try to give you information about the spirit. This is not an ancestral reading, so you don't see that right now, but usually I give you imagery to what the spirit looks like, what their name was, how old they were when they passed away, how they passed away, what their messages are. Like, it just depends on what reading that you do. But if you do the Who's Your Folks reading, like, we'll get into all of that, depending on like how many questions you have, because each question is how many cards. So like if you book a 3 card reading, that's 3 questions. 5 card reading, 5 questions. 1 card reading, 1 question. So if you're only asking 1 question, then I can't really get into detail, but I'll still make sure you have a understanding. Okay. Thank you, Chosen One. Love your website. It's so pretty. Thank you, Asha, for your help. You're welcome. Chosen One. If you want to look at her shop, her main website. LOL. I hope they won't drag me this time. I've been putting in the work. I love the honesty, truth. I feel like it's never gonna be that bad. Like, when they say drag you for filth, it's more of like telling you things that you know are true, that you do. Like, when it comes to getting readings, like, it's just best to be honest. Because like it's no point in sitting up lying because they don't get you nowhere. Like, being delusional and be like, I don't do that. I why is they saying, like, I've had people I've done readings for and they literally will be sitting there acting delusional. And then a couple weeks later, they'll be like, "Oh, I see why they said that." Yeah, self awareness is off. Okay, so you just, as long as you're self aware, like, I think you'll be fine. Okay, so I answered question number 2. So question number 3, is Sasha a messenger guide or energetic link? between you guys. So let's see. What is Sasha's role in their relationship? Ooh. So Annabelle, this is your question. Is Sasha a messenger? I said, is Sasha a messenger? All right, I am tired. Is Sasha a messenger guide or energetic link between us? Let's see. Sasha, are you a messenger? Family secrets being revealed? I would definitely say so. I would definitely say so because it says being revealed. So that's something being revealed. So yeah, Sasha is definitely a messenger. She's revealing something to you guys about your family. So if we think about family, this is like ancestral trauma. When you think about sexual abuse, do you think you're the only one experienced it? No. Mom experienced it, grandma experienced it, like great grandma experienced it. Like it literally passes down the line like that. So you got to be mindful in this lifetime to make sure that you're telling your story, speaking your truth, opening your heart, because this is heavy. This is not just one generation. This is heavy. So when you're holding that shit in, guess what? You're taking all of that from everybody. Think you're connecting with spirits too. You're taking all of that energy, all of that pain. Like that's why sometimes shadow work can feel like this because you're taking on so much. So this lifetime is about revealing what needs to be revealed. That's where Sasha came in. Sasha's point of showing up for you guys. Remember, Anava helps Asha mentally. Asha helps Anava emotionally. Sasha came in to bring things to light, okay? She came to let Anava know that you can no longer blindfold yourself. You got to be in tune. So you could be in tune with my mom. So I can communicate with my mom because for whatever reason, if Sasha's coming to Anava, it's because she can't get through to Asha. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Sasha's coming to you to like nudge you and like reveal to you like, okay, like mom's struggling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you reach in? Like, can you help? Like, can you help her make difficult decisions? Like, can you help her? Because remember, Annabelle helps Asha mentally. Asha has a hard time like choosing something and saying like staying firm on it. Okay. It's like too many ideas or whatever is gonna cause Asha to not do it because remember, like you're struggling mentally. So it's mind over matter at this point. So that's where you guys have to step in for each other and help each other out, okay? Thank you, Sid. Yeah, so Sasha's reading off her filth, okay? So she is a messenger. She's here to communicate that. I don't know if she's going to continue communicating. Let me see. Sasha, are you going to continuously be a messenger? Or was this just like a one-time thing? Clear aliens, clear smelling. Portals opening as you raise your vibration. 3 ancestors present. We miss you on the other side. So y'all got 3 spirits to keep trying to come out. Clear aliens, clear smelling. I think Sasha wants to make sure that you can raise your vibration, get to that point. She does miss you, but I don't think that she's gonna be just like lingering around, like constantly going to Annabelle, like showing her this, showing her that. I think that was a one-time thing to bring awareness of the fact that you guys do have a deeper relationship. Um, do you maybe realize? I think you guys already know this, but like to the extent of this, like I don't think you probably knew this. This is a great reading though. This is very like insightful. The messages just been flowing. Like I kid you not, like my mouth is moving, but like my mind is just like it's just flowing. Yeah, she's your doctor. Doctor. I gave that name. Jew, I feel her when she comes to visit me. Yeah, because her energy, like she's not like it's not a secret that she's around. Like she's around, she's there, but she's there to reveal things when they need to be revealed. It's just like how she went to Annabelle. She's gonna reveal what needs to be revealed. So if you're suffering in silence and you're not reaching out, or Annabelle's not reaching out, Sasha gonna show up. So you see how like if you're slipping, she's gonna show up. So that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. It's like a reality check of like, I need to be more in tune with myself and know like when I'm struggling, knowing how to ask for help. Like, it's okay. Like, I promise you, it does not make you like a weaker person. Remember, when you reach out for help, you're being better than the past version of yourself that would just choose to just do it by herself. You don't want you said it out your own mouth. You don't want to be that you don't want to be lonely for 40 years. So you have to make a change. You have to do something differently. Okay? This was the past life reading for Asha and Annaba. Let's see, is there any final words of encouragement? Annaba, are you still in here? She said, got it. Thank you, Ju. You're so welcome, ladies. This reading was awesome. Yes, it was. So unexpected. Fears keep coming up. So does anybody need any clarity about anything before we get ready to close out? Before I pull the final words of encouragement? Crystal clear. I love it. What about you, Annabelle? You need any clarity on anything? I got love to create on this holy night. Hold up. Music screaming. Said they won't dim my light. Time to waste, I got art to make, I got love to create all this holy night. They won't dim my light. All these years I fight. The 38 summers and I'm on the land. On the back of the bus and I fuck with the band. Going so hard, now I miss my kids. Overworking. All right, spirit. Not even spirit. I'm gonna say, Asha, to this version of your past self, what do you want to say to the current version? Financial health. This past version of you wants you to feel inspired in life. Your inspiration and your passion is what's going to lead to more money. If you don't feel good about yourself, you're not going to make more money, because this is coming from you doing something that you're passionate about, something that inspires you to be a better person, something that lights you up, lights your fire. That's probably not your 9 to 5. So, with that being said, you have to actively do certain things that bring you inspiration, okay? That's the message that's coming up for you. But I do think it's going to improve. For sure, it's going to get better. But you have to take the advice and you have to take this into consideration. What should Asha focus on for the rest of the year? What should she focus on for the rest of the year? Protection. It's interesting. This is the same pregnant belly. So I do see another pregnancy, Asha. I see another pregnancy. I see you pregnant again. This is a different energy. You see this energy? This is the past you, and this is the current you. So do you see how all of this greenery, this lush greenery, and the earth, the flowers, this is all behind you, and you're smiling. And look at your heart. Look at your heart. It's glowing. And it's glowing here too. I think when you're pregnant, you're going to be in your highest energy. So, with that being said, look, you get the manifestation card. You have to manifest this. Like, You can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. I see it for you. I'm seeing you pregnant right now. But you have to believe that this is possible. Because if you don't believe, it's not going to happen. It's no other way to put this. Okay? Pay attention, look out for black cats or dark gray cats. That would be Sasha. This is a past version of herself. This is the past version, okay? She's a boy cat. Look at this, lighten your load. So you have to stop being in that masculine energy. Stop worrying so much about money. I know that's easier said than done, but you have to. You have to stop doing that. That is a masculine energy. Feminine energy is being resourceful, using what you have, making the most out of what you have, and having fun doing it. Let me give you an example. Let's say your washing machine goes out. You don't have a washer now. How about we go back to the older ways of doing things? Hand wash some stuff. Hang it up. Like just take the time, like slow down and like understand like there's a history to things, there's a way things used to be done and there's a way things are done now. I think the way things are done now, it makes us like want to rush everything, want to like do stuff quickly and like everything's technology this, everything's technology that. What I'm seeing for you, you need to slow down, get in nature. I'm seeing you like surrounded by nature. The only way that you can manifest this pregnancy, you have to be in nature. Seeing a lot of different flowers and herbs, things falling from the trees, acorns, collect some acorns. I'm seeing a red ladybug. I've never picked up on this before. I'm seeing a red ladybug for good luck. Pick up sticks. Look, she got a stick in her hand. Look at the light coming from the stick. This ain't no wand. This is a stick. Anything that you touch and anything that you say has a specific tool, and anything you charge with your spiritual energy is going to be spiritual. It's going to be a tool. It's not a stick anymore. It's a wand. So you have to trust in your own gifts and your own abilities. Okay? The heart is lit up here and the heart is lit up here. So open your heart. Okay? Annabelle, I think you dreamed about me being pregnant. Wait, I got that card last week. Wow. No cap. Okay, let's see for Annabelle. Final words. What did I ask? Oh, what does she need to focus on for the rest of the year? Past version of Annabelle. What do you want her to focus on? I just realized something. I didn't even read the other cards. What the hell? I done shuffled them back and everything, bro. Damn, what would I know it was like a juggle card. A man was juggling. What the hell? I wasn't even reading the cards when I think I was reading the clarifiers, but I don't think I read. Do y'all remember what the cards were? This one. All right. Two of Pentacles. It was reversed. Overcommitted, disorganized, reprioritized, lack of balance, overwhelmed. So this would be you in the past life, but this was the second. Was this the second card? I do not remember the third one. So I'm going to read this for the second question. What guidance can help navigate the personal connection while maintaining personal alignment? I think I did answer this, but I didn't read this card. So I'll just kind of go into what this card represents. So we're talking about personal alignment. I would say for you guys to try to come up with certain days to like check in with each other. I know it's super formal, but I think when you're doing things just impromptu, like wake up, going with the wind, going with the flow, that can become overwhelming because I'm seeing like, okay, you're overcommitting to things, disorganized, reprioritize. So the lack of balance is what's causing like just like things not lining up or like things not happening or going exactly how they're supposed to go. It's just like a lot. And I just feel like I can't catch a grip. I can't catch a break. So I think maybe check in with each other, maybe like once a week. This could honestly be for anything. This could be to plan your week, to plan out what we're going to focus on this week for our business, what we're going to focus on for our content. Like, checking with each other. Hey, did you finish doing this? Sharing, like showing each other like each other's not content, but like let's say you make graphics or something for Instagram or whatever, showing each other like not necessarily saying what do you think about this, but like hey, like a check-in of like hey, I did this. Like, did you do yours? Like just like matching each other's energy in that way, okay? Remember, it says lack of balance and overwhelmed. You don't want to be overwhelmed. This card talks about balance, but look at the waves in the background. Very unpredictable. Okay, so this is the end of the reading. I'm not gonna drag it out longer. I just wanted to make sure I answered everything. Let me see. Got that card last week. I did, since this was the third card. I thought that was the third card. Okay, because that one was about Sasha. It says, is she a messenger or a link? So I would say the same message still applies. Okay, ladies. All right. Well, this was the reading. Thank you to whatever spirit stepped forward. Thank you to Sasha for stepping forward for both ladies and giving them the insights that they need in order to move forward in happiness and self-love and manifestation. You may go back to the spirit realm. Goodbye. All right. This is a great reading. You're welcome, Asha. You're welcome. You're welcome. If anybody's interested in booking a personal reading or joining my mentorship, purchasing crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, or any other spiritual products, I have my links down below in the description box. Does anybody have any questions before I hop off? You're so welcome, ladies. Thank you guys for booking the past life reading. All right, you guys. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Thank you guys for watching. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.